Hi, on this channel, I like to share content with regards to moving abroad via different routes to many countries. However, you don't necessarily need to spend excessively because you want to move abroad. A lot of people talk about going to the US, the UK, Australia, Canada. Yes, they are the big leagues, but there are some countries that you can move to that you don't need to break the banks for. This is one of the things that I like to do on this channel, with practical tips as to how to move abroad, how to apply, documents required, and sometimes followed by a demo. One of these countries is Mexico, but the people there, the citizens there, will say Mexico. Hello everyone, if you're new here to this channel, welcome. My name is Emanuela, and for returning viewers or returning subscribers, I say a big welcome to you. Thank you very much for all your support. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for sharing with family and friends. And thank you for sticking to this channel. It means the world to me. I appreciate you. Mexico or Mexico is a fantastic country, all right? Many people may say it is dominated by Spanish speakers. Yes, but I can tell you that they have courses taught in the English language and at affordable tuition fees as well. Mexico is an amazing country with beaches, sunlight, good food, and a lot of experiences, lovely ones, while you are there in the country. You will find their public universities at affordable tuition fees. They also have scholarships for you to apply. All right, I will also drop the links or names of universities in Mexico in the description box of this video so you can check them out yourself after you're done with this video. Please note that universities in Mexico are highly ranked institutions at the international ranking level. Another amazing thing about Mexico, studying in Mexico, moving to Mexico, working in Mexico, is the fact that in 3 years you become a citizen of Mexico. Tuition fees in Mexico ranges from about $500 to $1,000 per semester. So let's talk about schools in Mexico. All right, so please note that Mexican schools or universities in Mexico usually start their sessions, their teaching sections every August in every year. Okay, so application to study in Mexico starts from February, April, and then this may depend on the school. All right, so the first school we're looking at here is UNAM, UNAM. All right, that stands for Universidad Nacional Autonoma de Mexico or de Mexico. All right, the second school is IPN. This is a national polytechnic, Instituto Politécnicos Nacional. All right, that's National Polytechnic. The third school here is Ibero. All right, Ibero, Universidad Ibero-Americana. All right, the next one is Amahuac. All right, Amahuac University. They have English taught programs in this school. All right, especially for courses like global management. The next school is UDLAB. All right, UDLAB, Universidad de las Américas Puebla. All right, so some courses here are taught in English language, while some courses are taught in 2 languages, English and Spanish. All right, they offer certain course in English language, which is like international business course. All right, the next one is UDG, Universidad de Guadalajara. This is another beautiful university. Another school is UAM. All right, Universidad Autonoma de Metropolitana. Okay, another school is Arkansas State University, Querétaro. The next school is Universidad Autonoma de Nuevo León. All right, so this is the 3rd biggest university in Mexico. So please note, you have to search for other schools, search state by state online, you can type 20 best universities in Mexico. The list will come out on your Google platform or your internet, or you type 10 top universities in Mexico. So you have a list as well. You search them, you find out their names, find out their requirements, and then you start applying. So what are the requirements to study in Mexico? What are the things, what are the documents you need to have to study in Mexico. All right, the first one, you need to have your academic transcript. That's if you're going for your master's or your PhD, you need your academic transcript to show that you have studied before. And then the next one you need is your valid passport. All right, valid international passport, valid passport. All right, the next one you need is statement of purpose, why you want to study the course that you're choosing to study in Mexico. The next one is your 2-letter of recommendation. This should be from your university. All right, and you also need IELTS, or a letter from your university stating that you were previously taught at undergraduate level or at graduate level in your previous school in English language. All right, next is your academic CV. You need an academic CV. And then if you're going for bachelor's, all right, so of course you just need your secondary school or your high school certificate. Now let's look at scholarships. So previously I said that you can study at a very affordable rate, and then if you don't have so much money to study, you can then apply for scholarship in Mexico. So let's look at some scholarships that you have there. Just note that some are fully funded while some are partially funded. All right, the first one we'll look at is Education Future International Scholarship. It's only, this one I checked, it is only for Indian students. So I know that I have Indian subscribers, so for Indian students, please go and check in Education Future International Scholarship, all right, and apply. The second one is RMLA Masters Scholarship. So it's open to citizens of New Zealand. So the third one is for everybody, right? So this is the Banting International Fellowship Scholarship. And then the most common scholarship that almost every university in Mexico has is called CONACYT. CONACYT. I'll put the link in the description box so that you check it yourself. All right, so most of their states or public universities have this scholarship scheme. All right, so it's the popular one, Consejo Nacional de Ciencia y Tecnología. All right, I like this CONACYT because you get paid while you study in Mexico. You get paid at master's level, you get paid at PhD level every month while you're on this CONACYT scholarship. So that's why I really like it. So you must actually meet the necessary requirements to be eligible to get this CONACYT scholarship in Mexico. Right, so what are the requirements? The requirements, you need to show an undergraduate transcript of your previously studied course. All right, they will evaluate it according to the Mexican standards, and then this determines your GPA, that is your grade point average. Okay, so you need to write an entrance exam as well. Once you get the required mark, you will definitely get the scholarship. It's by merit. So for CONACYT, I quite remember when I went to do my authentication and legalization of my documents at Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs at Abuja in Nigeria, and then the guy was telling me about CONACYT, and I've never heard anything about it. So when he downloaded the whole story to me, how he wrote the entrance exam, how he passed, and then he was given the scholarship by merit. All right, so he came to legalize the documents, his marriage certificate, his documents at Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And then when I saw this online, I just knew that this was what the guy was telling me about at Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja, Nigeria. So please guys, try this CONACYT scholarship. I know that because I've seen someone that benefited from it. He is going to move with his child and it is dependent. So I think you should try it as well. But remember, for CONACYT scholarship, it is highly competitive. So you need to put in your best at the entrance exam level, at the practical level. If for some courses like mathematics, they might actually ask you to do a video teaching mathematics and they want to see you teaching it. So stop it up. The man I met there at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, he showed me the letter of CONACYT scholarship and sponsorship for him to bring along his dependent, and that's when I believe that this CONACYT scholarship in Mexico was real, as in it's real. All right, so guys, just try to apply to study in Mexico, and then probably you might be favored to get this CONACYT scholarship as well. For courses at the university, some courses already come with CONACYT scholarship. All right, firstly you apply with the required documents, then before you can now apply for the CONACYT scholarship. Schools like UNAM, UNAM, Universidad Nacional Autonoma de Mexico, most of their courses comes with CONACYT, all right? In IPN, that's Instituto Politécnico Nacional, courses come with CONACYT as well. Also, some of their private universities have financial aids and the financial platforms that can help you if you don't have so much money to study in Mexico. For some people, they might call it a challenge, but I don't call it a challenge because you're studying at a very cheap rate. All right, so the only thing here is that you need to learn Spanish. Okay, so you can just learn little Spanish. I usually say that you use your Babbel app or your Duolingo app or any other language app to learn, even on your mobile phone, learn Spanish language, especially for bachelor's degree courses. Okay, so with master's courses, you might have some courses that are taught in English language, while some are taught in English and Spanish language, but undergraduate, it's almost totally taught in Spanish language, sometimes mixture of English and Spanish language. Let's get into the demo. All right, Universidad de Guadalajara, that comes with CONACYT scholarship. All right, and then with CIDE, Centro de Investigación y Docencia Económica. It is www.udg.mx. So I'm going to enter the university site now so that you can have access to what the website looks like. So whenever you open the website, it looks this way, but it is not in English, so you have to translate it to English. All right. So this is the university website, Universidad de Guadalajara. All right. So you scroll down a bit. There are lots of information on the website, but we're not going to go into that now. What we want to check out is the CONACYT scholarship. So you come here on the tab that you have academic offer. Down, you have query by academic level, query by area of knowledge, query by headquarters. So you click on query by academic level. Let's click on it. It takes you to this page where you have all levels of study. So you have specialties, masters, doctorate, postgraduate registered in EP and PC. So let's start with masters. I click on the masters, and then you have this. All right. So when you scroll down the master's page, you have a lot of courses. Yeah, you can see them here. Master's academic offer by the left-hand side. You have Masters of City Science. This one does not have CONACYT scholarship. Masters of Science in Architecture registered. This one has CONACYT scholarship. So the ones that you don't have registered in the PN, PC, CONACYT, it means that the course doesn't come with scholarship. All right. So you scroll down, you have a lot of courses, a master's in design and development of new products, master's degree in education and expression for arts, MA in film studies, masters of literacy studies. So most of the courses here under the masters have CONACYT scholarship. All right. So once you just scroll on it, see most of the courses here. Okay. So let's look at one or two courses and let's see. Urbanism and territory. All right, this comes with CONACYT scholarship. Okay, so for people that are in this course, so you have this here. You have the general objective, you have admission profile, you have skills and all the things that is required of you. This is the entry requirement, bachelor's degree or degree certificate in areas of urban planning, something, accredit a minimum average of 80, blah, blah, blah. That's your certificates and all that they are saying there. All right, see, this one in particular has CONACYT scholarship, and it tells you that the master is for 4 semesters, which will be counted for the moment of registration. Let's go back and look at another course. Let's see another course. All right, we have masters in pathology and oral medicine. You have masters in health psychology, masters in educational psychology, masters in public health. So let's look at this. So whenever it comes in Spanish that way, you translate
or you change it to English through using the Google translation. So you have Masters in Educational Psychology. All right, these are all the things that are required of you if you are in this category, bachelor's degree and all other things that you need here. PhD. All right, I change the language again. Let's go to PhD. That's the doctorate now, or the postgraduate registered in the PMPC Masters, PMPC CONACYT. You have this. All right, so you see, for doctorate here and other postgraduate studies, you have most of them. It says doctorate in art and culture registered in PMPC CONACYT, Master of Science in Architecture registered in PMPC CONACYT. So when you click on any of them, it just gives you a way to apply and then documents that are required of you to submit. So many courses here, guys. So many courses that come with CONACYT scholarship. Remember that I said that CONACYT scholarship is a full funded scholarship. You're not going to pay tuition fee. So I advise that you just rush and then try and apply for this CONACYT scholarship in Mexico. So up here, you can see it comes with CONACYT scholarship. All right. So this school in Mexico is a social science research institute. Okay, social science research institute. All right. You come here and then you go to teaching, you go to academic offer, and then you go to the courses that you want to look at. You will find the CONACYT scholarship there, and then you try to apply as well. And then anything that is not so clear to you, this is the admissions email address representatives, so you can just send them an email. They are always there, guys. They're always there to reply you. All right, anything that any requirement or any thing that is not clear to you on this site, you have, these are the courses here. By the time you click on it, you find out that they are linked to CONACYT scholarships. Most of the courses are this schools for masters and PhD. All right, so please note that most schools in Mexico also release their call. All right, what they mean that their call is they release their application time. So their application time is around February, April, or May, depending on the school, but most likely it starts from February, so that you are aware when to start putting in your application.
For visa application, there are two types of visa application. There are two types of visa. For visiting student visa, if your course is about 180 days, all right, so you're going to get visiting student visa. Okay, so the second one is temporary student resident visa. This is for people going for bachelor's degree program, master's degree program, PhD. This visa will then later be changed to permanent visa when you get to Mexico while you are studying. So what are the documents required for your visa application while you have gotten the admission? All right, the first one is your valid passport. There's a valid international passport. The second one is your completed online visa application. There's a form you have to complete online as regarding your visa. The third one is a passport size photograph. Okay, so what some people call passport size photo. All right, the next one is your booked flight ticket. Okay, the next one is a student visa processing fee. All right, you have to pay a fee for application of the visa. All right, the next one is a letter of acceptance from the university in Mexico addressed to Mexican embassy. Okay, to show that they have accepted for you to come to Mexico to study. All right, the next one is your bank statement, what I call sometimes proof of funds. So you need to show about $6,000 to $7,000 in your bank statement to show that you have enough money to take care of yourself while you were studying in Mexico. All right, someone might ask, can you get a job in Mexico? Of course. Yes, you can get a job in Mexico. You can even work while you're a student in Mexico. All right, there are jobs like office work, student jobs, but it should be a plus to you if you at least know Spanish language at A level, A1 level, or at A2 level. All right, you can teach English language while in Mexico, but have it in your mind that you also need a little knowledge of Spanish language. All right, so you can use some language apps like I said earlier, then to learn Spanish little. Then when you arrive Mexico, you can have their free schools where they teach their language, where they teach the Spanish language in Mexico, and go there and brace up yourself in the language. There are also jobs that require 100% English speakers, all right, and some require Spanish speakers, while some other jobs require you to be a master in the two languages, that's English language and then Spanish language. And then sometimes there are also jobs that require you to learn to speak French, Spanish, and then English. So it's all up to you to pick the kind of job that you want to work. All right, so after graduating as a student, you can also get a very high paying job in Mexico while you're waiting for your PR. On a final note, guys, all the links to all the schools that we've talked about will be in the description box of this video, and many other schools that I find, I will just add it to the description box of this video. And then do well to also go on your own and research about the school, find the courses that you're interested in, and start preparing. Mexico passport is a very strong passport that you need to have, or that you can have, all right, as you start your migration journey abroad. You can also move with your family and work while you study in Mexico. Thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. Please click on the like button to support me and to permit YouTube to recommend this video to as many people that are looking for this type of information as to how to migrate to Mexico. And then click on the subscribe button if you're new here. That's the only way you can support me. And then finally, click on the post notification to get updated when I post up new videos or when I upload new videos as to how to migrate abroad. Thank you very much for watching to the very end, and then thank you for sticking to this channel